Yeah, Tyler, I want to wrap up just this conversation about the protests with you, and the question is, you know, we here on Dr. Phil's Merit TV have followed the unrest and the riots in LA closely this past week, and when you have people who are officials who come out and say that there's no violence, and you see fires and you see looting, and you see the rocks thrown at officers, people are scratching their heads saying, come on, what are we doing?
Yeah, that's an excellent question. And I think what we see here is the left is trying, in the midst of all this, you know, naturally there was real violence with these riots. Meanwhile, we had two Democrats, one of them the leader of the SEIU in California, David Huerta, and the other one, the senator from California, Alex Padilla, who both put themselves in the way of Department of Homeland Security officials. In the case of Huerta, he was blocking ICE from carrying out a raid. In the case of Padilla, he was rushing toward Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem. In both of these cases, these men were acting aggressively against federal law enforcement, and then federal law enforcement responded accordingly. In the case of Huerta, they charged him. In the case of Alex Padilla, they rushed him away from Secretary Noem, and they were engaged in what I call political messaging suicide by cop, because as soon as the federal officials responded to them, they played the victim. They acted as though Trump was going crazy by escorting them out. I mean, Alex Padilla did a big news conference when he was the one who rushed in, not announcing himself to Kristi Noem, not having his pin that shows he's a member of Congress. He's rushing in. He looks like a threat. And so security treated him accordingly. And then he shouts, "Oh, I'm Alex Padilla. I have a question." And now he's acting as though he's the victim. So the left here is trying very hard to pull the wool over the eyes of the American people and make it seem as though Trump is the aggressor, when in reality what's happening is the president is following the law to try to get rid of illegal aliens who are unlawfully in this country. And the left is going crazy to try to block him and engaging in violence in the streets of Los Angeles.
Yeah, these are stories that we will continue to follow for sure. Tyler, thank you for that perspective.